video. This video is going to be over the study guide for the volume Pythagorean theorem test. And we're just going to do the ones that we did do in class because those are the ones that you were supposed to do for homework. So, number 1, a right circular cone, so this is a cone, and some of its measurements are shown below. Based on the diagram, which of the following is closest to the volume of the cone? So we are going to pick the answer that's closest to our answer. So the formula for cone volume is 1/3 pi r squared times height. So let's find the radius and the height. The dimension that they gave us on the circle is the diameter, so we do need to divide the diameter by 2 to get the radius. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. The height is 4 centimeters. Now let's plug it in. 1/3 times 3.14 times 3 squared times 4. I'm going to have to get my calculator. So 1/3 times 3.14 times 3 squared times 4. That makes the volume 37.68 centimeters cubed. Now, that answer choice is not listed here because the problem says to choose the one that's the closest. So the closest to 37 is 38. So we'll choose that. Okay, number 2. Number 2 is written in terms of pi. So if you notice, all the answer choices still have pi attached to them. That just means that we need to leave pi out of the calculator and then just add it back at the end. So we're not going to multiply by pi. A cone-shaped paper cup is 8 centimeters high and has a diameter of 6 centimeters. So this is a cone. How many cubic centimeters of water will it hold when full? So we're doing 1/3 pi r squared times height. This is a cone, but like I said, we're not going to multiply by pi. We're just going to do the other 3 numbers, okay, because we're leaving pi out. So 1/3 times, the radius. So this one gives us the diameter. The diameter is 6, so the radius is 6 divided by 2. 3 squared times the height of 8. And that's 24. So 24 pi. B. Okay, number 3. Jake collects grass clippings and weeds in the cylindrical container. So this is going to be a cylinder. What is the approximate volume of Jake's cylindrical container? So the cylinder formula for volume is pi r squared times height. No fraction. We'll use 3.14 for pi. For the radius, on the cylinder, they have not given us the radius. Look, they gave us the diameter again. So to find the radius, we divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So the radius is 1. The height is 30 feet. So we're doing 3.14 times 1 squared times 3. $9.42. Feet cubed, so that is A. Okay. Kate uses the formula below to calculate the volume of a sphere. So this is a sphere. Oh, and they give you the formula. Cool. What is the approximate volume of a sphere with a radius of 3 inches? Cool. So they give us the radius, so we can just plug that in. They don't give us the diameter, so that's good. 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed. So we're going to have to multiply by 3 at the end 3 times. Okay, because it's the formula says cubed, so you have to follow the formula. All right, let's go. Okay. I got 113.04, so that matches up to A. Remember, it says approximate, so it doesn't have to be like perfectly. Okay, we still got the right answer. This is approximate. They rounded, and it cut off the 4. Okay, number 5 we did in class. So let's look at number 6. This is a cone. So the volume is 1/3 pi r squared times height. However, look at the answer choices. They left out the pi, or they attached it at the end, so we're not going to put it in the calculator. So we'll just do 1/3 times the radius squared. So here, if you look at the circle, they've only given us half the circle, so that's good. That's the radius, okay? So it's 8 squared times the height of 12. Okay. So 1/3 times 8 squared times 12. 256 pi, which is B. Okay. Number 7, it's a cone. So the radius is 4 and the height is 3. Let's plug it into the formula. Volume equals 1/3 pi r squared times height. So 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times the height. Multiply all that together. I got 50.2, actually 50.24, but I rounded it to a 2, and that's C. Okay, moving to number 8. Ooh, number 8 is a triangle, so we're going to have to do the Pythagorean theorem for this. You look at the right angle, across from the right angle is the hypotenuse, so that's going to be our C. Our legs are A and B. And then just plug it in. 5 squared, 12 squared plus 5 squared equals C squared. So 144 plus 25, 5 times 5. Add those together. It's 169. And then take the square root at the end. The square root of 169, 169 is 13. So C equals 13. B. Okay, number 9 we did in class. Number 10, what is the length of YZ? This means line segment. So line segment YZ is this is a different way of asking you to find the missing leg. The hypotenuse is here, that's C. So these are your legs, A and B. So we'll do 8 squared plus B squared equals 17 squared. 64. $289. All right, when you look for the leg, you have to subtract, so minus 64. And take the square root. And B equals the square root of 225, which is 15. Okay, moving right along. We did 10, 11, and 12 in class. or no, 11, 12, and 13, sorry. So we'll do 14. This is a cylinder. The radius is 3. The height is 12. And we need to put our answer in terms of pi. So we're going to not do pi in the calculator. We're going to not put pi. So the formula is pi r squared times height, but we're going to leave off pi and we're just going to do r squared times height. So we'll do 3 squared times 12. It's okay. I am, but they're used to hearing me talk over the thing. So that gives you 108, and in terms of pi, that's 108 pi. So that is C. We did 15 in class, and that is it. We did the rest in class. So you guys study for your tests, look over the notes that we took today, study the ones that we did, and I'll see you tomorrow.